Welcome to the National Institute for Newman Studies Digital Collections. Let's explore some search strategies to help you work more efficiently and effectively inside the digital collections. You'll notice there are two ways to search. You can search by metadata, which includes the bibliographic information about a document, such as the title, the author, the description, and text content, which includes the content that's actually inside of the document, the words and paragraphs that make up the chapters and sections of the books. In addition to searching by metadata and text content, you'll notice if you click inside any collection that there are a bunch of filters on the left-hand side. These filters can be used when searching metadata or text content. And so we'll start there. You don't even need to enter a search term to use the search filters. So let's just look at the raw metadata that we have on the Birmingham collection and use the search filters. The creator is who wrote the document. In a book, this would be the author. In a manuscript, they call that the creator. If you click the More button, you can actually search for a specific figure if you know exactly who you're looking for. So in this case, let's pick Arthur Hutton, and narrows the search down to the letters from that person. The contributor is who they were writing to. In this case, they either were writing to William Neville or John Henry Newman. So let's narrow it down to John Henry Newman. If we go to the date, you can just do a free type of date. So 1840 will give me there's nothing in the 40s. Let's try the 50s. Let's try the 60s, 70s. There we go. So we know these letters were in the 1870s. Let's click on one of them. If you scroll down, you get all the detailed metadata on this item. And we can see in this case, it was 1876. Let's go back to the search filters. Type would be text. These are all going to be text. Subject, in some cases, there's different subjects that you can choose. And then if you know a specific call number that you're looking for, you can further narrow it down by the call number. Sometimes you'll find those in references. So the filters are a very powerful way for you to find information. You can also search by typing in a term. So apostolic. And it will return results for anywhere in the metadata. If that word occurs, then that will show that document. You can type more than one term, apostolic church. It will find documents that include one or both of those words. You can cancel your search term by simply either backspacing up over this, or you can cancel it by clicking the X here, and it will remove that from your search. The main point is these filters are a very powerful tool to find what you want. And most of them have sub-options. If there's more features, you can click that little more and it will give you more search terms, such as we have in the creator and the contributor. Now let's take a closer look at how to search text content. That is, the text that's inside of the documents. Keep in mind that most of the results you'll find in this category will either be in the published works or in the letters and diaries, which are technically also published works. The manuscript collections, which is in the Birmingham Oratory collections, have not been transcribed or scanned yet. There are several different ways you can search. All words will find all words. So if I said apostolic church, it will look for apostolic and church on the same page. If I said any word, it would look for apostolic or church, so one or the other. So you can expect to get more search results when you do any word. Exact phrase, it's only going to find apostolic church. And then if you do a wildcard, it's going to find terms. So if I did church and star, it would do churches. So it's going to do a wildcard, similar to what you might find in a Google search. So let's just do a search on all words for apostolic church. You should get a preview of the search terms that you just searched for. In this case, we're seeing apostolic and church, and in other cases, church. The word apostolic was probably on this page, but farther down in the page and not in the preview. The thumbnail shows you the actual page that this first term occurred. So if I click on that, it goes right to that page and shows me all the occurrences of apostolic and church. There's church, and there's apostolic, and there's church again. The sidebar here lets you search, lets you go through the different results. So if there's more than one page, this one's going to be on page 59, it will jump right to that page when you click on it. When you search the text content, you can also narrow it down by the filters on the left-hand side. So in this case, I can narrow it down to James Shergold Boone, and it will show me the 3 documents that included apostolic church in his writing. And if you click on one of those documents, it takes you right to the details of where that occurs in that document. Let's look inside one of the documents. This essentially functions the same way. You still have the any word, all word, any word, exact phrase, or wildcard. So here I can say Arians. This is going to be quite a large result because this is the Arians of the 4th century. And we see we have 170 terms. I can jump right to the pages to find the results where we see the word Arians. Now if I had done Arian star, it would find Arian or Arians if I had the wildcard moniker selected. Now we have 463 results because it's either Arian or Arians, or Arianism as we see here. Let's search an exact phrase for theological library. We can see that right there. Now one thing that you can do to help after you've made the search and you're navigating the results, you can clean up your screen a little bit. There's little buttons up here where you can say, I want to view single pages. So now it's only viewing the single page. And maybe you don't want to view, you want to put the thumbnails on the bottom. Or perhaps you don't want the thumbnails at all. You can remove those. And it makes it just a little easier to read. Another feature, if you look at the symbols on the left-hand side up here, you'll see a little page with a check mark on it. That means there's a transcription available. So in this case, we can see that this is all when we scanned this document, it converted it into text. So if you find something in a paragraph that you want to copy and paste into your own research, you can do so using this pane. Another fascinating feature in the digital collections is the ability to compare documents. In this case, you'll see I've chosen letters from Newman to Ullathorne. So if I pick one of these letters and I open it, and I want to compare this with another letter that I know he wrote, you can click the little plus symbol up on the left-hand side and say Newman, and then let's go here and select, I might have to search here. And so I want another letter from Ullathorne, and then just click on it, and it puts both of them on the screen. Now I can declutter the screen a bit by turning off my thumbnails. Let's turn that one off. So now I have these 2 documents that I can compare side by side. In fact, you can add as many documents as you want. So the Newman, and we got Ullathorne still, so let's pick yet another one, and let's remove the thumbnails and zoom in here. And then you can rearrange them by using the hamburger menu up on the top. So let's say I want to have them 3 side by side. I can zoom out, I can zoom out, and compare these documents side by side. We've only covered a handful of features in this video, but hopefully it's been enough to get you started. We look forward to seeing you online and learning about all of your wonderful research.